Watch this before summoning for Ultra Majin Vegeta. Now, I haven't done this type of video in a long time, but I feel like now is a bit of a different occasion since this is an Ultra unit we're getting right before one of the biggest celebrations in the game, Legends Festival. We're probably not going to be getting any premium unit for the whole month of November, so it's going to be kind of a dead month, but leading up to Legends Festival, this is the final unit that we're going to be getting, and it's an Ultra unit, and not to mention, this is Majin Vegeta, the first summonable Ultra Vegeta in the game. So a lot of people are looking to summon for him, right? And he's a unit that a lot of people have been waiting for, myself included. So people are going to probably want to summon. Now, keep in mind that this is also an Ultra banner. Ultra banners are usually very, very bad. So there's a couple things to consider with this Vegeta. Now, I'm not going to be going over his kit, but just know that he's looking like he could potentially be the best unit in the game. He has a unique gauge similar to Ultra Gogeta Blue, but he draws a blue card and you can use it. He locks in with his ultimate. He has an AoE green card. He does crazy amount of damage. Like, straight up, he's looking like he's the best unit in the game. Now, obviously, if you're someone that is a fan of Vegeta or have been waiting for him for a long time, like I mentioned, then this video is going to be kind of useless for you, so you might as well just skip out this video, or you can let it play in the background. But don't really take what I'm saying too seriously, because this video is not really aimed towards you. It's mainly aimed towards people that are, you know, on the fence on whether they should summon or not. They might have limited amount of chrono crystals and they don't know if they want to summon on this unit or they want to wait for Legends Festival. So this is why this video is made here. So we're going to be talking about a couple things. This video is obviously releasing prior to him actually releasing in the game, so we don't know how exactly he's going to be in game. But just based off of the kit itself, he's looking like he's crazy. So that's already one check off, right? So if you're trying to summon for units that are gonna be the best unit in the game, then you might as well go summon for him, right? But then we also want to talk about his teams, because that's what's probably gonna matter the most. Because what's the point of summoning for a unit like him and not having the teams to complement him, right? Obviously, you could just throw him on a leader slot and he can work out on any team, but if you're trying to run him optimally, then you want to run him on the proper team setups so they can utilize the best equipment setups for this unit, right? So when it comes to Majin Vegeta, we have the old one pulled up here, and he's gonna have three main tags here. He's gonna have Vegeta Clan, Saiyan, and Majin Buu Saga. We are currently in a quote-unquote Majin Buu Saga campaign, so Majin Buu Saga is what they're trying to focus on the most here. But what's interesting is this Vegeta is actually looking to be more strike-oriented. It doesn't really say in his kit, but based off of a Z ability, he's looking like he's going to be more strike oriented. Now, he could have a strike Z ability and still be blast oriented, but that would be kind of weird. But assuming he is strike oriented, that is a bit weird, because Majin Buu Saga, the best version of Majin Buu Saga at least, is very blast oriented, right? You have Ultimate Gohan, you have Super Saiyan 3 gotenks who could be built either strike or blast, so that's fine. But Ultimate Gohan is more blast oriented. Evil Buu is definitely more blast oriented, and then Kid Buu, of course, is definitely more blast oriented. Now, if you're gonna build a strike version of this team, then it could work out pretty well, because like I said, you have this gotenks who is balanced offensively, so he can be built blast or strike oriented. You have obviously Super Vegeta, fusing Super Vegeta, who's still very good, although, you know, a lot of units are dropping with buff cancellations, with endurance / indestructible, comeback, all that stuff. So it's making his Rising Rush a bit less valuable, but it's still a guaranteed Rising Rush nonetheless. You can still kind of guarantee it removing the first bar of any HP. So he's still a very good unit, still a top 10 unit, and he might see some increase in value with this Vegeta releasing, right? Because he's a yellow unit, they cover each other well, right? So that's going to be it. So you have these two. Other than that, Buu Duo is obviously blast oriented, so you don't want to run him. By the way, I didn't mention this, but the Majin Vegeta is a yellow unit, so yellow unit here is ultra super. This guy, I guess these guys are there, but the Majin Vegeta is obviously gonna be better. Kid Buu, damn, triple Majin Buu Saga ultras, and they're all yellow. That's kind of interesting. So that's something. And then other than that, that's pretty much it here. You know what would be cool is if they Zenkai this guy for a Zenkai buff. That would be insane. If they Zenkai this guy, that would be actually crazy, because then you could go yellow, yellow, blue. Ooh, that would be really cool. But we'll keep that. We'll set that aside. Who's a yellow Zenkai buff around this team? This guy, yellow Zenkai buffs. There's that. That's it. There's no other yellow Zenkai buff around this team. Oh, okay. Well, that's some. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, these are the only Zenkais here. This guy's a Fusion Warrior Zenkai buff, and that's pretty much it. So, if you're a Majin Buu Saga main, which you're probably, there's no such thing as a Majin Buu Saga main. People that are using this team are just using it because it's meta right now. You're not Majin Buu Saga main. If you comment you're a Majin Buu Saga main, you're not. Okay, get that shit out of here. So yeah, like I said, it's mainly blast oriented, but if you want to build a Majin Buu Saga team, it could work strike oriented, because you have units that could function on a melee based setup here. So Majin Buu Saga definitely could work out. The people that are going to be hyped the most for this character is, of course, the Vegeta clan mains, because they have been waiting for a Vegeta unit, and this is actually going to potentially be the first ever solo Vegeta unit that's going to be arguably #1 in the game. The last time this has ever happened is this guy right here, and he wasn't even like undisputed #1. He was arguably #1. You had units like, you know, the purple SV and LF Namigoku, the OG one, that were in consideration, but this guy was arguably the best unit in the game, and that was like fucking 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. So this is the first time that we have a Vegeta unit that's arguably for #1, and solely Vegeta unit, obviously, because we have obviously these tag units. But when we look at Vegeta clan, this is what we got here. Final Flash, I mean, shit, if you want to use it. He's a fun unit, don't get me wrong, he's a fun unit, but he's not really meta, right? The main options on this team is, of course, going to be fusing Vegito, fusing Gogeta Blue, Buu Duo if you want. Would you consider Buu Duo above fusing Gogeta Blue? Shit, I don't know. Buu Duo is a good unit, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's pretty much basically like a Majin Buu Saga setup here, except you're going to probably leader slot this guy, or vice versa. You have a Fusion Warrior setup here, and then you leader slot Ultra MV. That's probably what you're going to want to do, because I think the Zenkai abilities on the Fusion Warrior setup would be a bit bad. Actually, no, this guy, Zenkai buffs, and then, yeah, you would probably run Fusion Warrior because you would run a... Oh, wait, what? Oh, these guys don't even have a Zenkai. Why am I clicking on them? Okay, so you have this guy who Zenkai buffs, but he has a Blast Z ability. Then you got, okay, that's a God Key. That's pretty... Okay, the Zenkais aren't the craziest on here also, so... Damn, what's the, what are the... I think Saiyans might have the better Zenkai abilities, because Majin Vegeta only has this guy, or Vegeta Clan only has this guy, which is fine, but it's a blast-oriented setup. Like I said, we're assuming Vegeta is a strike-oriented unit. He also has blast armor, so, you know, they usually give blast armor to strike-oriented units, even though there have been a couple exceptions. Like Ultimate Gohan, so is that a surprise? But yeah, Vegeta Clan, it's really just these fusions. I mean, you have this Vegeta Nappa, but they're blast oriented. Yeah, strike units, there's not really many here except Super Vegeta, so Vegeta Clan, you know what's funny? It's that they kind of cucked Vegeta Clan, because Majin Vegeta's Ultra ability is Majin Buu Saga, so you're gonna have to leader slot him if you're trying to build a pure Vegeta Clan team, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, Majin Vegeta, or Vegeta Clan team, nothing too crazy going on here, but who knows, they might get buffed even more during Legends Festival, so we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, it's looking like it's just a fusion core with Majin Vegeta on the leader slot. And then finally, we come to his most expansive team, and it's going to be Saiyans. Now, obviously, you're looking at this top row. Oh my god, look at all these fucking Saiyan Ultras, man. But you're looking at this top row, and you're obviously seeing Turles, you're seeing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like I mentioned, you can leader slot him on a fusion core, and that can work out pretty well. Fusing Vegito, and then Ultra Gogeta, or fusing Gogeta Blue if you want, but he's a yellow unit. You can run yellow, blue with these guys. That would actually work out pretty decently well, so that's fine. But you can also run Gogeta, fusing Vegito, and Ultra Majin Vegeta. Or you can run Turles and do a fucking... You could do a movie saga core with this Goku, but that would be kind of like blast-oriented. This guy can be kind of built either way. And then Majin Vegeta. We'll really have to see how his stat spread are. I don't know if they want to focus mainly on strike compared to his blast, or they can go the gotenks route and make him more balanced. That would be, I guess, ideal for team options, but I would rather him be focused more on being a strike-oriented unit, so that's that. But Saiyans here, you're probably going to be wanting to run him on with like Turles and this Trimite Goku. This Daima Goku is pretty solid as well. I've been using him a lot recently to grind up ranks, and he's a fun unit to use. But other than that, you have this Broly here, which I guess works out. And these guys are getting... This is an interesting one. These guys are getting their Platinum equipment. Actually, this reset. Oh, their unique equipment is actually dropping with Majin Vegeta, so that's pretty interesting. So there's that. But other than that... he would be a good option to run alongside him, honestly. Other than that, I'm kind of looking at this, I'm scanning here, and it's really nothing else. Obviously, Majin Vegeta is not going to have the powerful opponent tag because he's not a powerful opponent. Keep in mind, powerful opponent is reserved for the main antagonist of each arc, and obviously that arc is Majin Buu. So there's that. But yeah, looking at the Saiyans team, it's really just gonna be probably either a fusion core or a movies core with Vegeta on the leader slot there. Does Turles Ultra ability, is it movies? I think it is movies, right? Where the fuck is his Ultra ability? Dog. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it is movies. So yeah, you could if you want to run him on a powerful opponent setup, then you'd want to make it so it's a powerful opponent slash movies core. So they could be like fucking this guy. Yo, you can run Turles, Golden Frieza, and then Majin Vegeta. Double comeback and endurance. Oh my god, that is looking like a nasty setup there, actually. That is looking like a nasty setup, I can't lie. But yeah, I think the biggest winner would probably be Majin Buu saga, because you got fusing Vegito and Super Saiyan. Actually, you know, this is also another fusion core with fucking... Yeah, so it's looking like it's either going to be... Yeah, Vegeta Clan is basically going to be fusion core. Majin Buu saga is basically going to be fusion core. Yeah, so it's either going to be this. Majin Vegeta leader slotted on Fusion Warriors, or Majin Vegeta leader slotted on sagas from the movie slash powerful opponent. That's really what it's gonna be. So if you have units like Turles, Goku, Fusing Vegito, gotenks, you would probably want to summon for this Vegeta, and you can build a pretty solid team. But yeah, keep in mind, this is the one thing I'm gonna end it off with. Keep in mind, Legends Festival is 1 month away, and another reason why it's especially, I guess, worth it to save is because, first of all, we have been getting a record low of CC recently. For the past few months, we have been getting really little CC, and they've been dropping back-to-back ultras like this pretty close to each other. So not many people have a lot of CC left. So you might want to leave this month of November for you to accumulate CC for Legends Festival. Because keep this in mind. If units like Turles, Majin Vegeta, you know, these guys are dropping now, the festival units are going to be actually crazy. I don't think we're going to be getting another situation like Beast Gohan dropped in 2022, where Beast Gohan was better than the Legends Festival units outside of Ultra Gogeta Blue. I don't think we're going to have that. I think the Legends Festival units are going to be pretty good, but we have been seeing a record low amount of CC recently, and if you want to trying to, I guess, guaranteed to pull the Legends Festival unit, you want to have a good amount of CC. So you might want to dedicate the month of November to grinding up CC, right? So that might be a reason why you wouldn't want to summon on Majin Vegeta. But if you're someone, like I said, that's a Vegeta fan, that's been waiting for a Vegeta Ultra, yada, 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 Majin Vegeta is your favorite Vegeta, whatever, then by all means, go ahead and summon. I keep saying this is a mobile game, and you play this game to have fun, and the best way to do that is by using characters that you like, that you enjoy, and not simply units that are meta, right? You don't want to be a meta slave, you want to be using characters that are good, and in this case, the unit is going to be good, and he's a fan favorite unit, right? So that's something to keep in mind of. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. Just keep in mind that we are approaching a very big celebration, and that a lot of these units might get power creep, right? So it is what it is. Power creep is very insane in this game, so you gotta keep that in mind. So definitely let me know if you guys are summoning for Majin Vegeta in the comments below, because you already know that I am.